Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. Today we'll talk about market equilibrium. Now, from the word equilibrium, meaning equals, from the word equals, equilibrium equals, getting a point equals, getting a point na equal ang ato ang QD and QS. Okay? So, the definition of market equilibrium is a state of balance where demand is equal to supply. Equal, balance. So, the equality means that the quantity that the sellers are willing to sell is also the quantity of the buyer are willing to buy for a price. So, this is a point in our market equilibrium wherein the seller is willing to sell and the buyer is willing to buy for a certain price. Now, we will look into it kung pila ang presyo na sinabot sila. So, kaya nga point man good, ang market or ang consumer, ang buyer, nagkasinabot sila sa certain price and certain quantity. And what our role here is to identify how much is that and how many is that. Okay, so here we have a graph of our market equilibrium. The red one signifies the law of supply and law of demand, or the demand curve. And then the black line is the supply curve. As you can see, there's a line here in the front, in the center. That's what we call the market equilibrium. Kana siya wherein the point diha nagkasinabot si seller and si buyer. Okay? So, that stands for the price equilibrium and quantity equilibrium. Diha nga point nagkasinabot sila. Now, we have also what we call mga disequilibrium sila. So, you can see here, di ba, according to the law of demand, that if the price goes up, the quantity demanded goes down. But according po kay supply, if the price goes up, the quantity supplied goes up. So, in that point, wala nagkasinabot si seller o si buyer, because ingon ni buyer that kung ang presyo is gamay, daghan akong paliton. Pag ang presyo dako, gamay na akong paliton. Pero ingon ko si seller na pag ang presyo mahal, daghan ko supply. Pag ang presyo dako, pag ang presyo gamay na akong i-supply. Pag ang presyo daghan akong i-supply. So this is what we call the disequilibrium. Let me just delete this one. So, kaya siya is a market equilibrium. Kaya siya is the market equilibrium. This one here is what we call disequilibrium. Therefore, dili balance. No? Kani nga part sa taas, this one, is what we call what? Pag daghan kay gusto mo kani nga point here, daghan kay ang sa demand, pag ang presyo mahal, gamay ra gyud ang atong pagdidemand, di ba? Pero pag ang sa supply, pag dako ang presyo, dako sa dakong i-supply. Therefore, less ang ato ang demand kaysa sa supply. Therefore, gamay ang supply ay gamay ang demand, daghan supply, therefore nagsobra-sobra ang inyong supply kay gamay ra man mo supply. Ang tawag ani is what we call surplus. Nagsobra ang ato ang supply kay gamay ra man gusto mo palit. Now here in this point pod is what we call a disequilibrium wherein di ba ingon sa demand kapag ang presyo gamay or less ang presyo mas daghan siyang paliton. Pero pag ang sa supply, pag gamay ang presyo, gamay ra pero ang supply. Therefore, ang atong demand is greater than our supply, making it a shortage. Okay? So, that will be a shortage. Ay, ako lang naman. Daghan kayo gusto mo palit, pero gamay naman ang gusto mo supply, kay barato naman. So, the market, by its nature, i-balancing niya iyang kagalingon. No? There will be something happening in the market that if there's a disequilibrium, later on, or by all means, mubalik riyapon na sa market equilibrium. Mula siya ang purpose ng market equilibrium. Na if there's some disequilibrium, there will be happening in the market at mabalik siya. For example, na ay surplus. So what will happen to the company because di ba wala magsinabot si supplier o si seller, si supplier o si buyer. So ang bato ni supplier karon is ihang gamayin ang presyo anto sa makaabot sa ning point na wherein mo agree si seller, mo agree po si buyer in a certain price and a certain quantity. Now, kung naabot ay shortage, siyempre, naapay may tabo sa market nga mudaghan ang supply o musaka po din ang presyo para ma-compensate ang pagdaghan supply. And later on, mabalik gyapon siya sa yang market equilibrium. Because ang aim na to ani is dapat ang ato ang QD should be equal to our QS. Na atong aim. Okay? So, this is all about the market equilibrium. Dapat equal ang atong QD o ang QS. Therefore, in this manner, this will be now our market equilibrium function. Okay? So, this one, kani siya nga function is kani atong dapat pangitaon pila ang presyo na ang seller ang buyer na kasinabot. Kung pila po ang quantity na si buyer o seller na kasinabot sad. So, we will have some computation here para atong kuha ang market equilibrium. Most specifically, the price equilibrium and quantity equilibrium. So let's move on to our next topic, which is I will discuss to you the different function, and what you will do is you look for the price equilibrium and quantity equilibrium. Okay, so on your own, you try to figure out how much will be the price equilibrium and the quantity equilibrium given that our QD should be equal to our QS. So, remember that. Nato ang main nato ng function. QD is equals to QS. So, figure out pila ang yung price equilibrium and quantity equilibrium. So, you pause the video and then you try to solve on your own if you can figure out. Anyways, after you play the video, we'll then answer what we are looking for. Okay? So, try it now. Okay, so how was it? Inyo mo nakuha ang PE o ang QE, pila kaha ang presyo nga nagsinabot si seller o si buyer, pila pud kaha ang quantity nga nagsinabot si seller o si buyer. So since QD is equals to QS, so atong i-plot ang ilang mga function. No? So ano itong buhaton? 100 minus 3P equals 20 plus 2P. According to the algebra, basic algebra, ang itong baton is you need to combine like terms. Asa man ang like terms and so si 3P o 2P is the like terms and si 100 o si 200 at 20 is the like terms. So just transpose them to the other side and the other side. So 100. So ito i-transpose it 20 sa pikas. So mahimo siya o negative rather. So minus 20. Tapos sa 3P, negative man siya. Then sa pikas, mahimo siya 3P plus 2P. Okay. So we have already combined like terms. Now you need to simplify. So 100 minus 20 will be 80. And then 3P plus 2P is 5P. Okay. Now we want to know the P, no? The P. So aton sang i-cancel out si 5 diha para mawala si 5 P na lang mabilin. At itong siyang i-butan sa pikas para balance. So cancel out si 5 and then we will left with P. P now is equals to 80 divided by 5 is what? How much? It's 80 divided by 5, it's 16. So our PE now is 16. So here is our PE. So how do we get our QE? So it's just very simple. We just substitute the PE kani siya 16 sa mga P sa functions of demand and supply. So let's go first to the functions of demand. So QD is equals to 100 minus 3 times 16. So 3 times 16 is how much? 3 times 16 is equals to 48. So 100 minus 48. So 48 minus 100 minus 100. So our QD is 52. Okay. So siya. Now let's go to our other sign. Ito sa supply. Same nga po, no? QS is equals to 20 plus 2P. Okay. So, or, yeah. This, gano'n. Okay, so, so 2 times 16. How much is that? 2 times 16 is 2 times 16 is 32. So 20 plus 32 is equals to 52. Okay, now equal na si QS and si QD. So as you can see, we got the 16 as our price equilibrium. Kana nga presyo is muna siyang presyo na kasinabot si supplier o si seller o supplier o si buyer, and then ang kaning 52 muna siya ang quantity na nagkasinabot si seller o si buyer. So okay, so just absorb it for a little while. Anyways, you can still rewind or backward the video para mas makuha ninyo yun sa pag-solve. Okay? So, we go to another example, and now, you try it on your own again. So same gyapon, look for the PE and you look for the QE. Given that our QD should be equal to QS. Okay, go. You pause the video and then try to solve it on your own. And then later, after you come back, we solve it together. Okay, so how was it? Huh? So, you tried to answer it? Sige. So let's answer it together. Now, same again, no? QD is equals to QS. So, ito i-plot ang QD daan. 200 minus 10P is equals to 40 plus 6P. Now, combine like terms. 200 minus 40 is equals to 10P plus 6P. 6P. So simplify 200 minus 1 would be 160 and we have 16P. So let's just divide 16 para mawala ang 16 sa P. And so P now is 160 divided by 60 is equals to 10. So our PE now is 10. Okay. Now let's try to solve how much will be the QE. So 40 plus 6 times 10. Then 60. So it will become 100. Okay, so go back here. Let's go back here. Let's erase this one. 10. So P is 110. 10 times 10, it's 1,000. 10 times 10, sorry, time po na-compute. 10 times 10 is 100, ay. Sorry. Tao lang. 200 and minus so it will be 200 minus 100. So our answer is 100. So our QD is 100, this one. And then our QS is 100 also. So you get the correct answer. Okay, so that's about our demand function. So now we'll proceed to the next one, which is the shifters of supply and demand and its dynamics. So goodbye for now. I will be back later.